important reminder. All information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earthshift Live radio talk show or therein.
Now you'll notice that we have 8 levels in this pyramid, and there's many of them, but this is very basic. You're wanting to know that you can move up one level at a time. The standard American diet, 80% of the population, they're getting smarter. They're starting to wake up. Where do you think they're going to go? They go to healthier foods. And what's healthier foods? Well, you go to different places that we call health food, and health food is really not what you think it is. It's healthier food. Healthier food is what you find at a lot of the stores we call health food stores. And healthier food is just one step up. As you can see, it's one step up this conscious ladder. And then once you get healthier foods into your diet, what do you want? You start investigating more, you start feeling better, you start actually becoming more of this healthier person. So what happens to you? You start hearing about organic foods. And organic foods are foods that don't have pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, insecticides. They use certain types of fertilizer that aren't commercially, as what you can say, made from alternative sources like crude oil or different things that wouldn't be from nature. They're usually using certain types of natural fertilizer that really would be smart because we live in nature and all we're trying to do is really become more natural. So we go to the next level here, organic foods. Healthier food people are getting smart. They're going into the organic food level. The organic food people now go to the store, and organic's a big buzzword. Oh, they don't even know why they're buying it. They just know it's better for them, and if they've got a little bit more money, because organic food sometimes is twice as much money, just about, up to 50% more than regular food, or called conventional. And conventional means, just so you know, it's from our side of the fence, it means anything goes. Anything goes. All different chemicals, different things, different processing, different bags. Now the organic food people are going and getting smarter, and they're going into superfoods. And superfoods are foods that really are way above organic foods. Organic is, like I said, it's the next step for us to be able to really see health, wealth, and happiness. We jump, or that group goes to the next level called superfoods, and superfoods are highly nutritional, dense foods, and usually they don't come from the United States. We have one product that comes from the United States. It's this one here. It's a blue-green algae, and this blue-green algae makes this beautiful colored water here, and you can see that this color corresponds to one of the colors on the chart. And this is where you become a rainbow warrior. A rainbow warrior meaning that you're going to drink and eat certain foods that have a certain color, and when you actually go to the bathroom, the color doesn't come out of you. Your body had to transmute that color, and it does. It keeps on lifting you to the occasion of a higher tune. So we call this atonement. And atonement is really simple. As you can see, each level of the pyramid's going towards this thing called the point, the very top, where you see health at the top of the chart and sickness at the bottom of the chart. All the parasites, everything we talk about, and we will talk about, live in these sublight colors, red, orange, and yellow. That's where all the creatures live. And if you see the different creatures we're going to show you, and you can see some of our prior DVDs and videos we've done, look and see about the parts on the parasites. Listen to some of the radio shows we've done, because this part's weird, and your parasites most likely don't want you to hear about this because they do live inside you. And remember, part of the new system is not to kill anything. That should be a big relief on the parasites that live in your body. And they do know and feel what you're thinking. They live inside you, with you. They are an extension with you of your nervous system. And most likely, they're telling you what you like or what you don't like, when you're tired and when you're not tired. Now, you can see green, blue, indigo, and violet is where the power is. Take back your power, I always say. This is where the power is. And you can see this color is iridescent blue, and it's got a purple in it. So this is in the living foods and nutritional foods, and it is truly living. I grow this for a day and a half in my refrigerator with a half a teaspoon of this blue-green algae that's specially processed. There's a lot of them out there. We've done a lot of research on this. What Earth Shift is to find a lot of these products, do the research on them, experiment with many different ways, and then bring it to our group. And if you have things that we don't have that's better, more economical, remember, easy, economical, and efficient, then bring them to us, because we're always looking for different products. Now, the superfood people, they're going to the big picture now. This is where it starts getting good. Heirloom. And heirloom means that you're going to see the difference between heirloom, hybridized, and GMO. GMO is a genetically modified organism that's sterile. Hybridized is like an apple is this big, and a hybridized apple is this big. A real orange is this big, and a navel, one of these other oranges, are huge. The skin's huge. They're hybridized. You are what you eat is Hippocrates, this saying. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. This is very smart. Now, if you eat GMO and genetically modified organisms are sterile, then you wind up having a big problem. Because the problem is that the genetically modifying doesn't stop. So this level of heirloom foods has nothing to do with anything that's genetically modified or anything to do with anything that's hybridized, that's been stretched out like a banana that big. Hybridized foods, when you eat them, or genetically modified, hybridize you. It doesn't stop here. It's all been proven. The cells become hybridized and or genetically modified because that's what happens. So heirloom foods is where I live. I love this area, and I can't really go back to the lower levels because I get the worst stomach aches. Once your parasites, your fungi, your bacteria that rule your world, you'll see, once they play this higher tune, they work with you instead of actually want you to stay in this lower tune. The parasites either become your nemesis, or the parasites actually change their name to what I call the angels of the micro world, and they actually help you and clean you. The next level, remember, heirloom. The lower levels are no insecticides, pesticides, herbicides, and synthetics. Great organic, superfoods, highly nutrition dense foods, living foods, heirloom foods. This is an area that you will see that once you get to this level, nothing looks good. People say, how could you eat what you eat? Because the microbes in my body and my mind and my system loves this level. It does take time. It does take a little transmutation, but everybody that does, and you'll see that's part of the transmutation of this show here, is to share with you what happened with other people. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing you what others are doing and what happened to them when they actually did this terrain modification. The living foods is live foods. You take seeds and you grow them and you eat them alive. You grow algae and you eat it alive or drink it alive. And remember, you don't kill anything. You're trying to progress and give this idea. Life gives life, and death, if you eat dead food, brings death. It brings the cockroaches into your body. It brings the yeast, mold, and fungus that actually have to process this dead food. So we go from superfoods to heirloom foods. Remember, no GMO. And then we go to living foods, life. And that means once you get up to that higher level, you're not going to use in the living food category anything that's GMO because you're out of there. Now from living foods, now you're in this area. This is where I play in right now. I love the nutritional medicinal level, and this is the cold processed herbs. These are all these combinational things that you take, and you're now feeding your brain, you're feeding your glands, you're feeding your organs, and your body now becomes a machine that works with you instead of totally needs maintenance all the time, and it's falling apart. So when we see, we've got Spirit, the wind spirit here, telling us that we're here. It's almost time to shut up for this one segment. And you can see here, to tie this up, the next one is sunlight and magnetism. And when you get enough minerals in your body and you get enough power, your body will accept light. It will accept magnetism, because if not, you'll have to eat the lower levels. And ask this question to yourself at the lower level, if you're in the standard American diet. What are you going to kill tomorrow to stay alive? Or what is someone going to kill for you to stay alive? Remember, once you get up into this level, it's thou shalt not kill anything. And that makes sense. Not now maybe, but it will. And you will see in time that you'll want to share your sojourn, your journey, because that's what it is. It's a journey to the top. Whether you like it or not, we're all going there. So let's all help each other, because if not, as I always say, we're here on the planet to make this planet into freedom's holy star, not to destroy it. If we're here to destroy it, watch the movie The Earth Stood Still and you'll see that's not cool when you look at it from an outside source. We're here destroying the planet. We need to see consciously what we're doing. And once we get up to these higher levels of energy, we become internally sustainable and externally sustainable, and all this stuff about you can't save the planet if you wanted to. Save yourself and the planet basically doesn't get any more of this, what we've been doing, destructional motion. So this is the very simple version of the pyramid of energy, vibration, and consciousness. And the energy is the body, the vibrations are the minds, and when you add energy plus vibration, the minds, the body plus the minds equals consciousness. And that's why there's an equation of variable realities, and each one of these levels give you a different reality. So let's rise to the occasion. Let's jump up Jacob's ladder, utilize these superfoods, learn from the people in earthshiftproject.com, and buy these foods. And you're buying them, remember, because they're cheaper, they're faster, they're quicker, and they're smarter than what you're doing today. So why wouldn't you? Especially once you find out that this is the game. We've designed this company here just to make it so we can all play together very easy and really see what we all want. Remember, health, wealth, and happiness. And we want the easy, economical, and efficient. It's not a sales pitch. It's just what it is. We'll get into further sections of this. What do I do now? Great, you've got me where I want to play the game, the Alkaline Lifestyle Challenge. Now, how do I start? That'll be one of our next shows. We'll see you next time.